Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Datacolor ColorReader EZ. This retails for roughly $60 and was furnished to me by the manufacturer for review purposes. So what are you getting? Well, this is for anyone that's a homeowner or maybe a contractor, a painter that needs to match a color without being able to take a piece of it, or you don't want to, whatever it may be. This should give you the ability, using your smartphone, Android or iOS based, using Datacolor's ColorReader app, to essentially just download that app and then put this on the surface you're trying to match, and it should be able to identify the color, even the brand of the paint. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not this works. For those of you that missed my Spider X Elite unboxing, that was another product from Datacolor, which of course is very different from this. That's designed specifically for calibrating color proofing monitors, but this is another useful device that they make if it works as advertised. And there are the instructions, just to be clear. So it's as simple as downloading the app, which I've already done, following the app instructions to calibrate the tool, and then open the lens cap and touch the color reader to any flat surface you'd like to match. And then finally, press the button on the color reader or on the app to get your paint color match. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. And, overwhelmingly, the reviews for this in general are fairly good, but that's not surprising because, again, if you know Datacolor, they're not a new company by any means, and their reputation is solid, and that's because over the years they've made good products. And when you have a reputation, well, usually makes life a lot easier, especially if you keep doing things right. Now, nobody's perfect, no company, but again, I'm expecting this to perform as advertised. Excuse the inability to remove things. I probably could have just peeled this right here. In fact, I could have, but I like to make things a little more dramatic. So, plastic build here, pretty straightforward. I'm assuming we've got a battery here somewhere. Well, let's just grab my phone. I'll start by doing that. And I'm hitting this because it's essentially asking me to wake it up. So I'm going to do that right now. It's searching for it. And it found it. So I'm selecting it. It's asking me to select my region, which I'm doing. And now it's asking the About You section, because Datacolor essentially just wants to get some info about their customer base. The required, I'm looking at what fields are required. Essentially just terms and conditions, and I'm registering. You do need to give them your name, just to be aware. For those of you that are wondering, I know this is off screen. And, they're asking now, are you an architect, commercial contractor, decorator, facility manager, homeowner, interior designer, real estate agent, renter, residential contractor? You get the idea. I'll go with architect since I have one in the family, even though I'm not one, and register. And let's see what happens next. It's registering. It says the fan decks are being updated. So now it's telling me the color reader is ready. That didn't take very long, did it? We're at 4 minutes. So basically it's telling me press the device button or the read button to measure color. So let's see. So it came up with crumb cookie, and that's the highest quality match. They're giving me 2 different Benjamin Moore color matches, which I'm assuming if I hit this, it'll then take me to it. Let's try it again and see if it's a consistent read. Yep, same thing. Now, that's an interesting thing considering this is a black desk. Hopefully you're able to tell that from the video. And just taking a look at the app here, you can essentially inside the app, which will come into focus now, you have the ability to, as you can see on screen, save it. You can go into history, device, you can go into colors. So, they basically have a database that you can get everything from. So it's an interesting thing. Let's try another color and just see what it does. I'm going to try, even though it's off camera, let's just see what happens. I'm going back to read. And you can control the reading from the app as well. I'm going to try my wall right here, and let's see. So now this is interesting because the contractor that did the painting told me one thing, but I'm coming up with Benjamin Moore. This is not supposed to be Benjamin Moore. So we'll see what the color matching is like, but this is not supposed to be Benjamin Moore. And in fact, the color that I just tested, it's coming up with a beige, but meanwhile it is a white. So it may need to be calibrated. Let me just see. Device, because it did say calibrate it. And that might be the issue here. Let's go into calibration. I bet you that's the problem. So it's saying to calibrate. It's telling me to flip that open. Tells you what to do. And that's probably why we're having the issues. So once that's open, lay it down flat. Now, we just have to, right there, hit calibrate. Let's see what happens here. Well, it's telling me calibration has failed. Oh, okay, I see. I have it the opposite way. They're saying flip it over onto it. So, okay, corrected. Now, let's calibrate. It says it's calibrated. So now let's see if we get different results. I'm really curious because the cookie crumble and all that stuff was not right. So let's see. Going back to read. And I bet you, yes, okay. So disregard everything earlier. Now we have the correct information, or at least what I can tell you. So this desk, I did not expect it to come up with any sort of real match, but you see we have black, and it does have a closest match, the highest quality match that it's giving you suggestions here. Now let's try the actual paint on my wall, which is off camera. Now this is interesting because this is not, again, what the contractor was supposed to paint with. So, I mean, he was a liar, so basically it's giving me the color, not a color that I was expecting to see. Again, it was supposed to be, white. This is not a white color. It's giving me the highest quality matches, and they're not white either. So I'm going to have to test this out a little bit more, see how it does. But in theory, again, this is a very affordable way to do color matching for a wide variety of applications. So first look, I'm going to play with it a little bit more, make sure no user error is involved, like at the beginning where I had the actual sensor covered and I was trying to color match. Don't do that, please. And of course, I will update all of you and let you know how it performs. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them, hit that like button, and as usual, please feel free to subscribe, and please stay safe. Later.